last actual day here. Kind of sad.
Yeah, I'm sad boy vibes.
Epic.
Epic, absolute legend, God.
You already know it. So I already packed up, but we gotta pack up some more. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You wanna
Actually,
help me pack up?
Yeah.
Or you need to change your shirt and then you can.
Okay, I'll go change my shirt.
And then you can help roll my stuff.
I don't know if I should film that. I don't think I should. I want to take a GoPro in the room. That'd be exciting. Guys, welcome to our room.
We're not taking a selfie.
Okay, so today is our first full day and second day at Liftoff.
Today was really fun and interesting because we got to see inside two startup companies and the business aspect inside of them and what that's like building your business from scratch and trying to build that up.
Okay, we don't really have. Do you have a group name?
We are the Swag Monsters.
For our group, we're the Wanderers, that's our group name. And
Okay, so we worked with Foodie Now, is that correct? Yeah,
Yes,
we worked
correct.
with Foodie Now today.
My name is Joe Odie. I'm the founder of a company called Foodie Now. So with Foodie Now, we're a company that's creating a food data platform that helps people make better choices when finding food based off your own dietary needs and taste preferences. We help really connect this data and make food data a little bit more digestible by using artificial intelligence and another thing called BI, which is business intelligence, to help them make sense of their current data, but then help automate these processes. But the biggest thing for us is we want to give this information back to restaurants and also to users to help them make better choices. For the user, we want you to be able to find the best food for you based off what you're craving, what you actually need.
And so our goal was to figure out what we could do for the public school food system. And so when we got our groups, we got in our group collectively by ourselves, like all 5 of us, we kind of like simplified it down what we wanted to focus on collectively. So like if we want to do private schools or public schools, we chose public schools. And then if we wanted to do nationwide or just statewide, we did that. So really right now we just got our base and what we're really going to work off of, and then in the future we can have more.
How do we create a better system that's, one, economically viable, because that's what the schools are here at the end of the day, but how do we make that better if we are able to have information of understanding what people want to eat and those flavor combinations and profiles of people. That's one end of the spectrum there, but then also how do we gather that information as well, because a lot of times if you're talking about elementary school, maybe those kids are shy, do the parents actually know what those kids eat, because a lot of times parents aren't always around their kids. But the one big thing from schools especially, a lot of times in schools that might be the only time you eat a real meal throughout the day, so how can we also make sure they get something that they want to eat and that's beneficial to them. But then also 3, how do we then make that information valuable to, one, going back to schools, but even to the parents, to let them know what their kids are liking to eat when they're at school, and make sure they get certain nutritional value, making sure that they can harness that information so that whether it's given to a doctor if they develop an allergy or anything else, because there's a lot of value behind the data that's in food.
Is we don't have much data right now. We need to get that pretty soon, and then we can further progress our plan and hopefully make it a success.
Exactly. There's a big focus on organization. So once we do that, then we will start strategizing for tomorrow.
In addition to that, it was a great opportunity to work with the CEO of Juan, Benjamin Anderson.
So I was doing dog sitting on Rover, and whenever I would go to dog sit homes on Rover, I'd also Airbnb out my apartment at the same time. So it was always a pain in the butt for me to find a housekeeper for my apartment though, whenever I'd come back, because I would never have to, or I would never want to come home and then clean up my apartment. I would always try to orchestrate that before getting back, and it was always a pain in the butt. Worrying about some of the key things being that it's unsecure, that I don't trust somebody to come grab the key out of my lockbox from a Craigslist or Angie's List or even a Letgo. The platforms aren't flexible. Looking off of platforms like Craigslist or Angie's List, you talk to franchise businesses and they want to come in and set up a regular service contract, like we're coming every 2 weeks, or we need to come in and look at the space first, and it's just more than I wanted for the one-off cleaning services that I was needing on last-minute basis. Then turnaround time. How soon can I book somebody and get them over to my apartment? Because sometimes I was getting gigs on Rover, I was leaving town last minute, and I would need to find somebody in 24 hours, and I was always having a hard time doing that. So that was when we came up with the idea for Wand, and our whole motto is that it takes 3 clicks to get to the cleaner. You launch our platform, you choose whether you'd like your full home cleaned or a custom service, confirm your home details, and then choose the cleaner. So just kind of slowly breaking down this process. We had initially planned to go mobile, but that's when you kind of find yourself pivoting as a company. We ended up finding that we could execute faster by doing a web app. So we ended up rolling out with a responsive web platform first so that we could get out the gate faster. But the idea is minimizing that process and adding that extra layer of security and adding convenience to finding a housekeeper.
All right, I think everything went really well today. We worked really well together and got some good work done based around the company Wand.
I think first we need to figure out our parameters of what we want to work on, and then once we have that, I think it would be very easy to streamline everything else, because we already have the overlying process. Now we just need to make it.
And I think the talk that we had today, at 7, the guest speaker was really inspirational.
When I was in 5th grade, it was a store called Borders that was closing down. And they had an amazing sale on books. I bought 10 books for $100. I learned 7 programming languages out of those books over 4 weeks that summer. So I was no friends, inside the house, focusing on reading these books and learning. So out of that, built a company. I taught myself to program websites and apps. My first client did the project for free. My second client, free. My third client, free. My 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, free. Then someone said, hey, I'm going to pay you $10 for a website. I'm like, bet, take it, let's do it right now. And the next one was 10, the next one was 20, then 30, then 40. And then someone said, hey, I'm going to pay you $10 an hour. So of course, on purpose, I took a long time. My first hourly project, I'm going to do it. And so out of that, I kind of took that feedback and grew and made the product better. Because I'll tell you, I'm not a designer. I was a pure programmer. So my websites sucked. They worked functionally, but they looked like crap. So think about Facebook 1.0, when it was called the Facebook compared to where it is today. That really just wireframe look. So I did that. And by my 7th grade winter, I was making about $150 an hour on projects for 20 hours a week consistently. So I'm like, okay, wait, $150 an hour is probably 10 times more than my mom makes an hour. I'm onto something. Something is here. And I went to a bank, went to get an account open. I'm in the bank for 2 hours. And I got to tell you, my hairline's always been back this far. I've always looked older than what I was. I've always had facial hair. And the banker says, hey, can I have your ID after 2 hours? And I try to give him my middle school ID. He looks at me. I look at him, looking at me, look at him. He says, hey, get out of my office. You wasted 2 hours of my time. And so I went home devastated. I Googled St. Louis's best business attorney on Google. And I said, hey, hey, I'm Jalen Bledsoe. I'm 11 or 12 years old. I have a vision for a business. Can you help me out? But by the way, I cannot afford anything that you're going to offer me. He says, okay, well, come to my office on Saturday and I'll see what we can do. So I had my driver take me, my grandfather. And we went and he says, hey, when you called me and as you told me your story, there was something there. I felt that you were driven. I felt that you had passion. I felt that you were going to make it. And I wanted to invest something in you. I want to help you out. I want to make this possible for you. And so I want to stop there because I think there's one important part as a part of that story. The importance of knowing our goals, the importance of knowing our story, and the importance of making that phone call to someone who can help you out.
Today was pretty chill. I really liked Jalen's speech, and like some people said before, it was really inspirational for me and kind of inspired me.
Anything else?
I really enjoyed all the brainstorming. I have some incredible team players here, so I really enjoyed all of the troubleshooting. It was really fun. And then the worst thing that happened today is I almost thought I lost my water bottle, and then I somehow got everyone to look for it. So that wasn't the best moment. So yeah, found it.
That concludes day 2.
Is that it? Period. Okay.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Wait. We should make like this team thing. Wait, what if we made a heart like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a thumbs up in the middle?
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, so we gotta make it. You can be the thumbs up. You can be the thumbs up. Okay, so 2 people have to be like the top curves of the heart. Okay, someone else has to be the bottom. Yeah, okay, and then thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay, signing out.
I think that's it.
Okay.
The quality of the cleaning.
Okay.
The speed of the cleaning.
Okay.
The difficulty contacting them if there's an issue.
Okay.
And then the safety/security.
Okay. Very good. Okay. That's good.
Our goal was the students, and the problem was that lunches don't meet all dietary needs or restrictions. That lunches are not enjoyable, so that means that they're bad quality, they're not healthy, they're greasy, different things like that. The prices are too expensive, that they have very limited options, that the sizes of them aren't good, and then, yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Our food was like landlord saying it's a owner of rental property.
Okay.
And the problems we figured out were like quick response times for like turnovers, expected like standard of cleaning, like quality assurance. They can't do themselves because it's for them like their time is worth more than that.
Okay.
And like getting supplies for cleaning is also another issue.
Okay. Okay. Very good. So you guys feel kind of comfortable about that process? So you would take each of your customers, each of the who's, right? And you would go through and do the same kind of process. Now ultimately what you do when you're in the startup world is you go talk to all those different ones. So you go talk to teachers, then you go talk to students, if you're doing software for the classroom. You go talk to administrators, you go talk to parents, and you find out all the things around that, and that's what your product would end up being, is all those problems, and then figuring out what a solution to those problems are. That's the ultimate goal we're shooting for here. That's why you don't step back, project on what you think their problems are whenever you go and talk to them. Okay, so now, I want you to take one of those problems that you like, all right, and as a team, we give you 5 more minutes, I want you to do 5 whys on it again, right?
Sunicap and Nia are about to give us a rundown and give returners advice and new people advice, and I'm really excited.
I'm Sana.
I'm Nia.
I'm Cap. We're a part of Liftoff #1.
Hey Liftoff, I'm Sana Mahmood.
Hey Liftoff, this is Nia Owens.
Yo, my name is Amaya Hines. Last year.
Yeah, we were the beta group. So
The best group.
we came to visit for the day, and we're enjoying it. It's different, but at the same time, I see a lot of things that we were kind of like at this point last year.
Yeah, it's different. It's larger than our group last year. Oh my God, this camera. I like it, and they're doing different projects than what we did last year. Like they're actually using 2 different companies, but they're split up in 4 different groups. So I think that's really cool, and I like some of their ideas that they're doing.
No, yeah, I think it's cool. They seem like they are like finding their information and know what they're doing for the most part. I think they just need to like work together a little bit more.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it seems good. Yeah.
They just need to get more comfortable around each other. Like you can
Yeah.
tell that they're just
Yeah.
spread it apart. They need to come together, like how we all gel together pretty well.
But there's more of them. It's understandable.
Yeah.
But anyways.
It's gonna get there. It's always awesome coming back to Liftoff. Tiffany and Ronnie. Apparently they got Liftoff #2 going on, and it's just better than Liftoff #1.
Better.
Better.
Better, you know. But anyway.
If it was that great, why would they invite us to come back? Clearly they were not satisfied with the other
We
people.
were the best group.
It seems like there's a lot more people this year. It seems overwhelming. And there's like counselors. I don't understand the concept of that. Or I don't understand why they didn't ask us to do it, because clearly they want us back.
They do.
I guess we're gonna speak to them at one point.
Are we?
I don't know.
Are we?
I hope so. 'Cause
We
I have some knowledge to give. I'm gonna give these young, talented, educated people some young knowledge. You know.
It'd be me if I wasn't being myself.
Will you answer any questions?
Huh?
This looks like it's like at a restaurant.
Yeah.
That people
Yeah.
Instagram and they're like, oh my god, I meant Liftoff.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I bought my dad one.
Yeah.
It was really nice to see the old people like come back, the Liftoff 1 people, my bad, come back and just like talk about their experiences. It kind of left me motivated to work after that, and I'm lucky to be here, and I'm grateful that I'm amongst all these awesome
Maybe
people.
we should all say something, like say what was our favorite part. So
Highs and lows.
Yeah, okay, my favorite part was the speaker today. He said so many great things, and I'm so excited because he's doing like a 20 favorite books.
So how many days have you guys been here already? 4 days, and how many more left to go? 6. 10 days. That's awesome. You guys have a good time so far? Yeah. So amazing so far. Great. So I hope not to bore you. I'm honored to be here. I was here last year, had a great time, so I'm glad to be back and be able to talk to a mostly new group, couple familiar faces. And the thing is, I hate this saying, fake it till you make it. I've seen a few guys, even on Instagram, that try to do that all the time. Hey, fake it till you make it type thing. But trust me, that idea, like they say, oh, dress in suits, because if you dress in suits, you'll feel like you're a success, which will make you be a success. That's like, you're gonna go broke doing that. Bro, like, buy all the suits you want, but you can fake it. You can fake it until you lose everything. Like, because if you're not authentic with people, and I think this is probably a great 4th point, if you want to write down a 4th point, is authenticity and sincerity. Authenticity and sincerity will gain you trust like no other, because not many people are authentic and sincere these days. It's all fake. Not all, but I'm just saying. Any other questions? Maybe 1 or 2 more. Yes.
my favorite part was learning about IoT. That was really, really cool. I really enjoyed that. I'm confused with the area of the camera, but yes, I really liked that. That was my favorite part.
Change it too. If something goes down, the device provisioning service will actually, so one of our regions goes down, or you decide to change where you've turned up your IoT, it will automatically switch to the different location, because it will detect that it can't talk here, so it will start talking there. if you didn't have that, you'd actually have to drive a truck out at every site and change where it's going to connect.
I really enjoyed learning about augmented and mixed realities. I thought it was really cool and interesting. I also was super excited to see Eric Heckman for the second time. He had some really neat things to say, and it was some great reassurance and things that I needed to hear again. So
Everything was really cool. Dinner was kind of interesting concept for us to all sit together.
It was great. It was good for us.
I think it was interesting. I think we should try doing that more often.
We're gonna do it every night now.
Yeah.
Yay! Yeah, we are.
Really, all
Now
the
it comes
speakers
with
so far.
responsibility.
Yeah, all speakers so far really have made us learn different things and opened our minds. So I appreciate that.
They all really show like how hard work can take you really far.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all very, like, everyone's an expert at something, and really shows you that with all these speakers. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, see you later. Goodbye.
Ciao.
Today's our, what day? This is our
Fourth
fourth
day.
day? Fourth day? So we had a few speakers come and it was really exciting. My favorite one was probably the mixed reality. We got to see this hologram stuff, which I've never seen before. And I just thought it was really interesting, and it's like, this is the future now, so.
What about you? Okay.
To add on to that, even though we only got the demo course of like a tire spinning and the treads going through water, it was still an amazing experience, and none of us could afford it.
But you not here.
So we had a visit from some kids who did this last year. My sister, a guy named K with 2 P's, and Sana. Basically, they just told us to continue with school, strive for greatness, and do you.
Today was pretty interesting. Had some team shakeups, lost a member, but then gained a member. My favorite speaker was the guy from Microsoft talking about IoT architecture. Never even heard of it, but it was pretty interesting.
Today it was really fun because I finally got to well, not finally, but it's better to learn new material and be with a different group and kind of see where they're going, and it's just fun. Okay, bye.
Oh, it's recording. Okay.
Hello. Anyone else? Hello.
I don't know. We're a new group, so we really don't know if we like each other or not. They cool so far.
Essentially, we're the new Foodie Now group, and we're tackling the same problem, but like we can do more work now because everybody collaborates and works together a lot better.
Wait, which one are we? We're
one, maybe.
One?
Yeah,
I
I'm
think,
sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, because we're number one.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, we're better than that.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, bye. I'm done.
Wait, that's all?
I work for Velorum Reply. We have offices in Kansas City and Seattle, but my team is based out of India. That's where I'm talking to you from right now. So I am super excited to be able to share my experiences with you in this space. I'm sure we all know what we're going to talk about today. It's about chatbots. And I'm going to just dive right in. All right, so we're going to talk about chatbots today. Probably a very high-level overview of what the technology is, to just get you guys just excited about the technology, and probably, I hope you find this informative. I hope you find this engaging. I hope you find this inspirational to go create a chatbot yourself.
Do you have any tips on evaluating if your chatbot is working successfully or is it missing something?
Absolutely, yeah. So we would go completely by analytics. It's called analytics. Reporting and analytics is an extremely important piece of evaluating your software. And the tips that I would suggest is, one, ensure you always have a reporting and analytics module into your chatbot right from day one.
Anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes to make an impression and leave me feeling like you understood the problem, you understood my need, your solution can add value, and I can trust you. Because if you just ran with the very first idea that popped into your head, how can I trust that that's a well thought out idea where options were weighed, and decisions were made? If you just ran off with whatever popped into your head, I'm not interested, because I don't know that pursuing this option with you is in any way, shape, or form the best or only way. Does that make sense? So the general rule of thumb is, before you make a decision on a path you want to go down, consider at least 3 options. All right? Because if you present more than 3 options, you're going to lose me and you're going to confuse me, and I'm not even going to remember what the first thing that we were talking about was. But 3 tends to instill a degree of trust that, yes, you looked at this from multiple angles, and you selected this angle because. Does that make sense? Y'all with me? So, does it make sense to leverage a problem that you're trying to alleviate the problem? Because at some point, you will have delivered something. And if successful, the issue won't be an issue. But what will carry forward is, kids still have dietary requirements. Kids still have allergies. So to use the fact that there is a persistent problem, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to clarify, what was the question that you initially asked him? I was writing, I'm sorry, so I didn't hear everything that was said, because I think that there was some misconceptions between like our idea, deliverance.
The question that I had is, where is the data coming from to inform the schools, and what is going to compel a child, especially a young one, to engage an app to provide that information?
Okay, so based on their age, what we were thinking of, even though we were thinking that it would be more user friendly. So like a kindergartner, they can pick between, like, you show them a picture of a food, and they can pick if they like that food. So a kindergartner, that, like, you would think of something like orientation, like their like not even really their first day of school. You come in like July, when your parents have to sign all those medical forms. They come in, you sit the child down, get them an iPad, have them click on the foods that they do and don't like. So in that situation, that way the schools can see, okay, well, these children like these things, and these things, yet they don't have too many options, because I know no kid is gonna say that I like vegetables. So because we wanna also implement healthy eating, you're going to give them some things that they may necessarily not like, but we're trying to like alleviate all the bad things, if that makes sense.
It does. Still have questions about how you're going to compel engagement if the only thing the app is doing is collecting information. So then the question is, to foster adoption, what else is the app going to do, or could the app do, to entice people to actually use it?
It entices them because they can, like, the parents can see what their kids are eating. The parents also have access to this data, so it's not like it's the parents are going into the dark with this. Like, they'll see what their kids are and are not eating. So it's the type
So
of
do
things
the
that
parents have the option to tell the app what they want their kids eating?
if the parents are sitting, well, how can I say this in a way? The parents will have the option to type in like their dietary restrictions, because children may not know what their dietary restrictions are. So like in that aspect, because we have to know like if they have peanut allergies and allergens, restrictions, vegetarian, vegan, all that, the parents will have that option to put it in there. But the food preference portion would be straight for the kids. And if the parent sees that they won't want to add kids, I mean, that's their, we can't tell them that they can't. But I'm saying for like the kindergarten through third grade age, it would be mainly like pictures, something very simple for them to see, like, I like this, I don't like this, kind of separation type thing.
Now, if you were a parent, how would you feel for your kindergartner through 4th grade? Great, you can go in there and you can indicate dietary restrictions and allergies and things like that. But how would you feel if in the same application that you're doing that, you couldn't steer your children towards what you want them eating?
You can. Parents will have access to look at and change the preferences.
You said that they'd have access to go in there and look at it, but then you said that the preference piece was all.
Well, the preference piece would be mainly the kids would be picking it, but if the parent wanted to go back into it, and say, well, I don't like my kid doesn't know what this is, then they can take it off. We're not saying that parents are completely cut off, because technically parents, they're not old enough to even have any of that thing, like any of that main decision. So the parents can always come back and say, my child's not gonna have this, or my child doesn't even know what this is, so they don't know.
Now, you also said that the way this would work is that the schools would present menu options to the kids to see what the kids would prefer, right?
They're very general, like pretty broad kind of.
So what would be wrong with the schools deriving a menu or menu options based on the preferences that parents and students put in there? So instead of, I'm the school, I'm gonna come up with a menu, you know, a very generic menu, and then people can tell me what they like and don't like. What would be wrong with flipping that to where people have used this app, presumably some of them have been using it for a while, so when dietitians and dietary planners come in at the beginning of the school year, they can access this information and use that to generate a menu.
Well, this is supposed to be like based off of kids. Like, so kids, they generally do not want to eat school food. So like, this is not supposed to, like, it's supposed to be for health as well, and that's where the parents mostly come in. But also, it's also supposed to like generate interest in school food.
So what I'm challenging you on is what comes first, the chicken or the egg? In this particular case, the egg is the menu, and the chicken is the kid's preferences. So if I've got 1,500 kids, and I'm a school cafeteria, I have limited resources, I don't have much time to waste. If somebody could tell me how, in a healthy way, I can make the biggest bang for the buck and eliminate as much as possible of what I have to figure out by myself, the better the chances of having an impact. So if these kids at some point have engaged this application, or the parents have, and said, okay, I can't have, you know, this child can't have pork, this child can't have, you know, whatever the limitation is or whatever the allergy is. I'm assuming that within your application or in the back-end system there is some way to aggregate that data and spit out that 50 kids can't have a peanut allergy, 150 kids can't eat pork.
That's like that was the main goal,
Yeah.
was to give that
So use
data.
that information,
Yeah.
give that to the schools, and like the school dietitians come up with a healthy menu based on that data versus the way that you had presented it. The school's gonna come up with what they think is a healthy menu with various options. The kids are then gonna go in and say, we like this or we like that, and then a menu's gonna be finalized. That's too many steps. If you already have the data, and you've already figured out how to collect it, take full advantage of that and provide that to the schools so they can start to use that data when it comes to menu planning right off the bat. Which one of those two models do you think is going to be most successful when you're dealing with a group of people? There's a reason school lunches suck. So how is your solution and what you're doing for Foodie also helping tackle the reason school lunches suck? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Hi, it's Kanish, and yeah, things are going pretty good, I guess. After like Robert roasted us like really badly today. Yeah, I hope I gain more self-confidence for the presentation until then, but like, yeah. Yeah, bye.
So the stock ticker is up.
What? What's up? Jonathan, how are you liking camp so far?
After today, I'm liking our project a lot better. Wish we had more time and Joe came back earlier, but I'm satisfied.
Oh yeah, my brother.
How are you liking camp so far?
I really enjoy it.
To mess with me.
Why?
I feel like I've learned a lot, and it's really helped my knowledge.
It bothers you more than him. It bothers.
Hey vlog, it's day 6 and today is a lot of developing for my group, which is the WAN group. Currently we have some people in there giving a rough presentation to Brooklyn from the NGA. Productivity has been going pretty well. At first we were initially a little worried about just like linking pages and formatting issues within our web app that we are currently developing. However, I think we'll have it all figured out hopefully by tonight and then be able to get a close to final product by the end of tomorrow night. Really, we're just trying to get a prototype up for Wand that they may or may not even like. So, am I okay with that? I mean, yeah. Signing off for Liftoff 2.
What's up guys, back again with another video. Today we just left Xavier Hall after 5 hours of non-stop work. We got to work with some people from Wiser U, not Wiser, NGA. What? NGA, National Geospatial Intelligence. Yeah. Epic. No, wait, it was Eris. Eris. Anyway. Oh, Brooklyn's from the NGA. We got to work with her. She was really cool. She provided lots of useful intel on how to move forward with our projects. So our PowerPoints, Google Slides, coming together, looking nice. Couple more edits here and there. We need to make sure we collaborate because of the way the app was made and the way we created the app, there's a lot of like layout. Oh, double GoPro. Wait, it's not going.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so we have to make sure that both WAN groups like actually collaborate their slides so there's not like redundancy because that's not good for a pitch. So we need to work on that. Tonight and tomorrow I'm gonna work on a script because my public speaking is great, obviously. So yeah, that'll be something we work on. See you later.
Look at it on a map. We're looking at a digital thing. And what's great about GIS is it's not static. It's not a paper map, because one of the things that GIS definitely does and data definitely does is change, right? And so it helps to make that like more real-time and more dynamic offering of that data in time and space. Again, you know, that whether you choose GIS as your career path or you choose to go into any of these type of fields, how GIS can make a difference in there.
Again, is there any global database that I can use that collects GIS info?
And so what kind of GIS info? Because all of that data is kind of geographic, right, in nature. So I guess like when you're saying like what GIS, like what type of data for GIS? Because GIS is really the data and the location itself.
I would say like research, just like a database full of research studies that are involved in GIS. Is there anything like that? So like someone's like, I did a bunch of research on criminal investigations and the locations of those, right? Or I did a lot of research of where natural disasters are happening. Is there not a global database that collects all that information, or are there different databases for each type of thing?
So I would say, based on my research efforts and some of my programs that I do, one of the biggest challenges is finding that data, right? So one of the things that I'll show in like the labs and stuff is a lot of cities in the U.S. right now are really starting to understand that data is a big deal. If you want smart people to come in and do some really good research projects and answer some of those difficult questions, you need to have good data and it needs to be accessible.
Hey guys, Tiffany's here with us today as well. Hi. She's normally not in on my vlogs, but there's reasons for that.
I don't want it to direct center. I want it like when we're working.
Get it?
No, you'll go back to Xavier.
This is her doing businessy stuff. As you can see, she's consulting with a student from Liftoff.
I don't think any of us are gonna have like the will, it's determination, body hygiene.
Promo.
Like that tiny room.
She's consulting from a young student from Liptoff. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Day 7 or 8, I don't know. Yeah, Liptoff's been pretty sick. It's going well. We're trying, I think. It's hard. Who's gonna watch this? I have no idea.
I don't know. Watch or watch?
Is it like
But these people in suits are giving you weird looks.
Well, they can look at me because we're here at the Liftoff life, you know? You play hard, but you
Work harder. Party hard, work harder.
We're going to do a little rundown over effective communication.
There you go.
Because that's what it all comes down to for you guys on Sunday. All your hard work comes down to a few slides and a few minutes. And in business, that's basically how things go. You know, whether it be the pitch I got to start this business that we still have 5 years later, the pitch Google gives, or the pitch that you guys will be given. It's not always a monetary ask. In your case, you'll be selling a solution. It's pretty much the same thing. You're trying to convince someone of something. Represent your authority, show them the processes, show them the value you bring, and do it all in a nice little bow. And also according to whatever guidelines that they've given you.
Hey guys, wait, it's actually, oh my god, okay. We have to, hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are vlogging. Right now we're about to practice our presentation. Just like to run over it sometimes, you know, it takes a lot of focus and a lot of practice. A lot of focus. Yeah.
I'll just click and people talk about each.
Anyways, it takes a lot of focus and a lot of practice to like get these things down. So right now we're just like practicing. It's very exciting. So like not much is going on right now. Dang, that was loud. Soon we'll be going to lunch or whatever. I think like after we finish this run through, right? Because it's almost 11.
Just like duplicate slides.
I thought we were going to lunch at 11. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyways, so guys, just wanted to. Oh my god, I feel it's like musical style. That's yeah. See you all later.
I'm gonna do this differently, so I'm gonna start at the end. So, Ian.
Go Ian.
Alex.
Please move on to my way.
All right, there we go. That's a both of them right there. I mean, party the USA. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
You gotta go back and do that. I don't know what the shirt thing. There's sanitizer. Alright, Kaylin.
You! Dusty friend, dusty friend. What are you If you get it on my feet, I swear to God, Kaylin.
The more she laughs, the angrier she is.
Don't worry, it'll evaporate itself.
That man right there.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Really? Oh my god. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Hey, hello, you are. So back in the lunch. You guys move down and you guys listen.
You guys gotta make a line.
They have to go to the front of the line.
Listen. So the line moves that way.
Yeah. You have to go to the front of the line, you know?
How important. Okay,
Aren't you gang?
Be rich.
I'll just stay here.
You better.
I will.
You better. I will. I'll get really upset. Okay.
Nadia!
Yeah, Nadia! Start moving down. Start moving down.
guys.
Shuffle that way.
Thank you.
Nadia, you go next to Maya.
This is so sweet.
Sad!
I can tell you get out here.
Oh, you guys
Stay in your line. Stay in your line.
Stay in your line. Stay in your place.
Stay in your lane.
Elizabeth!
Okay, it's on. So today was an alright day. We worked on our presentations and just had a presentation about how to speak better and communicate. We learned a lot, especially like the 7 C's of communication. That was really helpful in understanding how to give a better final presentation at the end of the week. There's a lot of things that we can still work on, but it'll get better by Saturday, hopefully. And yeah, that's it.
Don't please edit that out. Anyway, today was fine. Tomorrow we're gonna do a lot of practicing for our speech. Today we wrote down a lot of it in slides, got a lot of advice, helpful advice. That's it.
Hey guys. Back again with another video. Today it's Adi and Alex.
Hi.
Double A.
Yeah, so today went pretty good, a lot better than yesterday. We did a lot of work on Google Slides.
A lot of work.
Yeah, and we learned a lot from that one guy.
Robert was really
good.
cool.
Robert.
I respect him.
Our theme was a mess, and so I'm glad we figured this out now.
3 times we had to change our theme and go through it, like fix everything.
Yeah, so yeah, we did a lot.
I kind of got tired right before lunch, so I just like popped in headphones for a while. Everyone thought I was like upset, but whatever. So I'm good now, energetic as always.
Yeah, also, not to mention, we have Toby.
Toby's judging us so hard. Oh god.
Today went really good. I feel like we got a lot done. Like I worked a lot of it on the slides today. It was really good. We did our first run through. We got a lot of critiques. I feel like our project was really good. I feel like it was put together really well, and like our only issues were like design issues, and I feel like those can be easily worked out. And I really like the speaker today who was talking on. He was communication. I like the speaker who was talking about communication. I thought it was really interesting. So yeah, that was my day. Period.
Today we worked on our projects and listened to a dude talk about speeches. It was cool, beneficial.
Yeah, essentially in our Fooding Now group, we basically combined both of the slides and made it into one big presentation that everybody could be a part of. And at the same time, we got feedback from Robert, which was very, very helpful.
We combined the 2 slides, and then we, and then the Dr. Robert guy, he gave us some good, advice, and then we could really implement that into our presentation and make it really nice. Yeah, thank you.
But it was really sad because we had 7 hours in Xavier Hall.
What's up, guys? It's E. Rich. Just checking in to do my confessional because I don't want to do it later, so I'm doing it now. That's about it. I really didn't do much. We had good, fun work time today. I say fun loosely because it wasn't that fun. I didn't like it, yeah. But we did get a lot of stuff done, so that was nice. Other than that, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello, it's day 8, and today we worked a lot on our final project. We got some critiques, and we also learned about public speaking.
So the main critique we received today was by Dr. Robert, and it was basically to revise the majority of our theme on the project.
So, wait, what am I talking about? Oh, Max. So Max is a guy who came in and talked to us about how we should present, and gave us some good pointers, and basically told us just to have fun.
On, yeah, Alex. Alex.
The best network. Oh, man. I hate everything. Okay.
Get it going.
Oh. Oh, okay.
What? It's a full performance, guys. Get ready. You're not ready.
Oh my God, go!
What's up, you guys? It's Addie again. Hi, it's our last day. It's really cool. It's like very reminiscent. And I'm having a great time. What about you, Pooja?
Oh, I already said to the camera, it's been an amazing experience.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say to Tiffany or Ronnie or anyone else that helped out with to make liftoff possible?
I would have to say thank you. It's been so amazing and incredible, and just like everyone that came to speak was really engaging. Everyone that came to speak was really cool. And then all our support and the counselors and Tiffany and Ronnie and everyone else has been really supportive forces and really cool people to have around. So I just thank you for all that you've done.
It's recording. Oh, it's recording. So, Tiffany, Ronnie, and to everyone on Liftoff staff, thank you for the opportunity to join you guys for the past 10 days. It's really been a wild ride, but yet it was a great experience. I learned a lot, and hopefully we can have more moments like this together as one big family. So.
What the? Just rolling the shoulders, yeah. Not right.
Okay.
You too cute, Lily.
Thanks. It's whatever. I sometimes like
We were at a camp and like there were a lot of kids, so on each floor it was separated into 3 little groups based on how close your house. Epic. Welcome back. Last actual day here. Kind of sad.
Yeah, I'm sad boy vibes.
Epic. So,
Absolute legend, God.
you already know it. So I already packed up, but we gotta pack up some more. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You wanna
Actually,
help me pack up?
Yeah.
Or you need to change your shirt and then you can.
Okay, I'll go change my shirt.
And then you can help roll my.
I don't know if I should film that. I don't think I should. I'm gonna take a GoPro in the room. That'd be exciting. Guys, welcome to our room. Hello? Nope, there's no one in here. Just me, myself, and I. Already packed up. Look at me. What a good kid. I need to change. That's right. I'll be back in a sec. Welcome back. It changed into the Mickey Mouse. You can see Toby, Henry, and Hannah. Can't hide from the camera.
I'm gonna do this every time it's on me. Oh my gosh.
You got any dance moves? You got any dance moves, Hannah?
Not as good as Toby's.
But let's see what you got.
RIP Shell gas station.
Dance moves, let's go.
What's up?
You gotta show us your dance moves. Well, show us the SpongeBob Shuffle.
It's too early.
You got this. Henry.
It's before 11.
Come on.
Downstairs. Hey, you know what?
Okay, you still got it. You gotta dance.
I'll dance like the way you dance. But you're like,
Yeah, but mine's smoother. It's like I don't go like a dying fish out of water. That's uncomfortable.
how do you think I feel?
Do you feel? Yo, Will I Am. Got Jakarta. You got Elizabeth. Got some more Hannah. Yo! What is Yo, double camera, wait. Bro, dude, go bro!
You guys are GoPros.
Wait, all 3 cameras in one frame. All 3 cameras in one frame. Yo! Screen i5 from 2 different GoPros. Oh, that should be great.
Good morning. This is the last official day of liftoff. Woo! I don't know if we're gonna be excited or sad. Kind of mixed emotions about this. But today we're all going home.
What's up, guys? Hey, Liftoff. So today is presentation day, and I think some people are a little nervous, some people aren't. Our family is here, and Wand and Cody are here. I'm a little nervous, but not too nervous. You know how it is, whatever.
I'll be sometime. We're gonna kill it. Smash it. Absolutely.
We're gonna absolutely smash it, though, so obviously it's gonna go well, so I hope so, at least. But anyway, I'm excited.
Without further ado, are you ready to lift off? Because I am.
Hi. So we were chosen to speak about like our experience at Liftoff and how amazing it has been. So for me, Liftoff was not at all what I expected, mainly because I had little expectations because we were told nothing about what we were doing. So there was that. But throughout the process, I think we really learned about, not only about business, but about communication, working with others, and I think about perceptions that we have and how to move past those and change those.
Yeah, I came in with thinking that I don't know what this is, I don't know what to pack, I don't know what's the format, I don't know if I'll be able to learn, I don't know how fast-paced it is. So I was very confused. And then on the first day, we meet our incredible founders and these incredible fellow peers, and it's just everything kind of comes to this nice calm. It is amazing. And then the next day, it becomes great, and the next day it gets greater, and the next day we keep learning and learning. Some of the things we learned, most people will need to get a master's degree for to even learn those key concepts. It was truly incredible and informing, and I appreciate it so much. So I am taking, leaving Liftoff, I'm taking a lot with me.
Okay, so we, like as Audie said, we were told to talk about our experience with Liftoff, and to say it was an amazing experience would be a complete, absolute understatement. The work that Ronnie, Tiffany, and everybody that made Liftoff possible was completely amazing for everyone that made it here. So I'd like to give a round of applause for them just real quick. Can we give a round of applause? Each one of us is coming out here learning something new, whether it be from an educational standpoint or learning about one another, our cultures, races. If you look around, we're a very diverse group, and we have to really know each other for who we are and not what's face value.
I believe that most, if not everybody here, thought we would be having lectures every single day, hour after hour after hour, but it's realistically not true. Everybody got to interact together, and that was really amazing, especially because of the bonds we made. And we were able to make bonds with companies and each other, which makes this experience an experience of a lifetime that I will always treasure.
I also wanted to add that this entire experience has been sort of like a slice of what life will be like when we're no longer students. We were put under conditions that made us, I think, most of us, like somewhat uncomfortable. We put under time pressure, we were put under social pressure. And all those factors combined made us understand the pace at which life passes us by and how we need to be able to keep up with that. And I think Liftoff is an amazing opportunity to help people learn about how to, I guess, interact with everything in the real world, and that it's not always going to be a closed environment for you.
So I just wanted to give a quick introduction. Again, I think I met most parents on check-in. My name is Brooklyn Constant, and I actually work at NGA just down the road here. I have a background in GIS, and I'm also on the board of Breach with wonderful founders Tiffany and Ronnie. So throughout the past week, I've been visiting a couple of days, and I've just been amazed at the growth of these students. Every year I come here, I just see the incredible potential for some of the students that we work with here. So one of the days I came and I actually did a run through of some of these briefings that you're about to hear. And we did some coaching sessions. And one of the things that I think has been wonderful about this program is the skills that a lot of these students learn that will carry them forward into jobs that they're looking to go to, wherever they are. So dealing with ambiguity, that's a tough one, right? They came in, no expectations, trying to figure out what are we going to do here. and they've performed wonderfully. They've learned lots about how to communicate those things, how to convey it appropriately. They've maintained their creativity and enthusiasm throughout the past 10 days, which has been amazing to see. And from my perspective, in my role and many of the other roles here, those are skills that we're actually looking to recruit and hire. Those are skills that we want our rising youth to actually develop and be able to implement. So I think the opportunity for them to work with these startups, which you'll hear a little bit about in a moment, has just been incredible and actually equipped them with a lot of those skills. So I'm going to hand it over to Kellen now for a quick intro to some of our founders here.
Thank you. My name is Kellen Goodwin. I am Chief Impact Officer with Breach. And I just want to take a moment. I've kind of been around, I've been the lead, as you want to call it, for the program for Liftoff, but I just want to take a quick second just to address the students and tell you guys just how proud I am of you guys. And I mean that sincerely. Yeah, we know like many of them, I came in with really not much expectation. This is my first time around, and I didn't really know what to expect from the students. I didn't really know what to expect from the different companies. I had no clue. All I knew is I was excited, and it was a great opportunity. And you get this group of kids from all over the place who can be fun, who can be energetic, who can be rambunctious, who can be intelligent, all these different things. And to watch you guys grow, go through some adversity even, and come out of that better on the end of it, to put together what you presented today. I just want you to know that I am extremely proud of you guys, and we all are collectively. So for the parents, they got an opportunity to work with companies such as Microsoft, Valorum, Esri, I want to say Amazon was here once, and just a number of different companies that have the type of experience, the type of exposure that they got in this program was something that Ronnie and I and several of the other presenters have said before. We wish we had this when we were that age.
I really appreciate the introduction. Well, my name is Joe Odie. I'm the founder of Foodie Now. We are a platform that helps restaurants and people in the food industry help have better business intelligence and understand the data behind their food. But one of the biggest things that we're trying to produce with all of this is creating an AI-enabled marketplace that allows users to connect with food through their own taste preferences and dietary needs. One of the biggest issues that we always see is that so many people, like, we spend a lot of money on food. It's the third highest thing that, as an economy, that we spend our money on. But yet, whenever we search for food, we're like going into Blockbuster knowing that Netflix exists. A lot of people have these different taste preferences, and you have ways you try to find food, but yet nutritional information isn't easily found, or it's not easy to get a big group of people together to find the best meal for you. So we're trying to solve this using artificial intelligence, business intelligence, and working with the actual food industry to make more of a platform that makes it easy to aggregate this data together.
Awesome. My name is Benjamin Anderson. I'm the founder of a company called Wand. Wand is a web and mobile application that links freelance cleaning professionals to consumers over a secure, user-friendly platform. Some of the problems that we saw in the market whenever we started with Wand were really the biggest thing was time to get somebody in the home. You know, we were talking with Airbnb hosts, property managers, et cetera, was our initial target market. And they said that some of their key initial problems with finding a housekeeper were security. You know, you're looking on platforms like Craigslist, Facebook. Let's Go, do I really trust one of these users to come in and service my home? And then convenience, as far as looking to some of the brick and mortar franchise solutions were, you know, I don't need a contract, I don't need a 2-week recurring service, or I need to come in and praise the space. So with Wand, our goal was and has been to build out an end-to-end platform that takes into account every nuance of the experience for booking and cleaning provider. And we've been operating in closed beta in St. Louis since April of this year. Got our first couple hundred pre-users and 39 cleaners behind our platform. And with that progress and traction has come challenges. So we had the opportunity to present those challenges to the students with Liftoff throughout this program. And we're excited to hear their solutions today.
Okay, hello everyone. So as Joe Oli said, we are the group that is representing Foodie Now. So at the beginning of the Liftoff, he actually gave us a problem and a challenge to solve as he described. So during this presentation, we're going to show you our target demographic and what process of going through this, and also we were two separate groups, but we decided to work together and tackle both sides of the issue, which were looking at the school and the parent side while also looking at the distribution side. So I'm actually going to hand this off to Braden so he can explain what Foodie Now is.
Okay, Foodie Now is basically an app where you put in your dietary restrictions, your allergies, and your food preferences. Then from there, it shows you what restaurants are best for you, and from that restaurant, what food you would like the most.
The USDA is giving a grant to anyone who can help solve the problem with school lunches using technology. And the issues we've seen with school lunches is that it's very hard to find good school lunches that are within the budget, and that often results in the lunches being greasy and unhealthy, and they don't fit the dietary restrictions of many students.
Solution. So many options were considered before we came down to a viable solution. The options that were considered include representing the food, making it so there were more options and more choices for the students to choose, so they could choose whatever that fitted their dietary needs and preferences. We also considered making an app/web page to educate students with healthy eating, and at the same time educate them on how to prepare healthy foods so they could be used within the foods classroom or facts within the school.
So we decided to integrate our solution into the existing Foodie Now app. So how we did this was that all the students, like on registration day or orientation day, they would come in, sit with their parents, and they would log on to their Foodie Now account through the Foodie Now app. They can just use the sign-in link, and then they enter their grade, age, and school district, and then they can simply choose all their food preferences.
So now we're going to go take a look at the school side of a web page that we developed for this. And as you can see, you just come here to the Foodie Now web page, you click login, then you say your students, you enter your email and password, click login. Then all the surveys from the food suppliers would pop up here where you could submit your results. So we're going to take a survey about different allergies, and we can select as we scroll down we can just check one of those boxes or write other, and then click next and submit it.
So pretty much what we wanted to focus on was how to make schools, distributors, and kids all happy. As kids, as they said, you sometimes will only get one meal a day. So we're trying to make those meals as nutritious as possible in order for them to be able to finish off their schoolwork and be successful in their academics. We want schools to be successful from this because, as Brookings Education states, better food attributes to a 4% increase in school test scores. And finally, distributors will be happy as well because as their food gets better, more people will want to eat their food, increasing their revenue.
So this is the order of operation in which our plan would take place. So first of all, we would need information from the students. So we would take surveys, and they would have a category of foods in which they could choose from, and the most popular items could be then sold, like the results could be sold to the distributors, and they could use that to improve the quality of certain foods, and this would ensure better lunches for students. Then we would have quarterly surveys for each student in the school year. Thus, we could maintain the quality of food that we are creating.
On behalf of our entire group, I would like to thank Joe Oatley for giving the opportunity, and we look forward to working with you during the cohort. And this has been a great opportunity, and we just want to say thank you. So please give a hand for Joe Oatley.
Hello, good afternoon, and we're the group that worked with Juan. As he said, originally we were given 2 separate prompts, but as Liftoff continued, we realized just how interconnected these 2 prompts were and how we should actually be working together. So we decided to combine these 2 and work on one presentation. Our slide is not showing.
So Wand is a cleaning company that connects its customers and cleaners together who both want a great cleaning service for themselves. So we as a team have developed a efficient web application that will allow its users to access it and let it be enjoyable for their use.
Now we looked over our competitors to see what they were doing and what makes us better than them. So we looked at 3 main competitors: TaskRabbit, Tackle, and Handy, and they all have their individual problems. For TaskRabbit, they had inadequate treatment of their employees. There was no insurance policy for their employee. and their employees went into situations where they were not sure what exactly they were going to be doing for extremely low wages. For tackle, the cleaners had to pay for their own background checks, which is something that our cleaners do not have to do. And for handy, they had no option for one-time cleaning, which makes it extremely difficult if you're trying to find someone on a quick time. You had to buy a service contract with them. And all three had the same problem because they focused on breadth for things such as electrical problems, plumbing, even some massage issues. They all focus on too much. Because we focus on one niche market, we're able to streamline the process and make it as efficient as possible.
So for our strategic plan, we wanted to start off with the most important thing for us. Oh, actually we have a few things that are quite important, but we think that one important thing is definitely the relationship we have with our customers. So to start off, we were thinking about including a lockbox where you can put your key in, and so nobody can just take your key and get into your house, but only the cleaner. The second thing is that we wanted to go to Mac Properties, which is the apartment kind of complex. They do some sort of restoration, and they have different locations all over the United States. And if we're planning to expand to other cities and states, they have areas in like California, New York, or New Jersey, and we can go there first to establish some customer base and expand to the other areas in the cities.
So the third step in our strategic plan is using GIS, focus groups, and anything accessible to us to find specific locations that we would like to expand to. So currently we already have 6 locations such as Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, areas that we want to move into, but we don't have like a specific like suburb or area we would like to choose. But using GIS, for example, which is Geographical Information Systems, we can use geography to pinpoint, like, let's say, the highest income in like a specific state, like Montana, for example.
So our target market is the people who physically can't clean themselves, and then for the cleaners, it's the people who are looking for additional sources of income, and this could possibly be a full-time job later on as we expand and get more customers. We're also going to start with affluent communities because it is a premium service and it's on demand, so it's definitely a little bit more expensive right now. We're currently focusing on Airbnb and apartment complexes, and we have a possible future in office spaces, schools, and automobiles.
A big part of our growth strategy is the scalability. Every aspect of the company needs to be able to be scaled up. And so one thing was risk management. We need to keep the same amount of security for no matter where we are, no matter how big we are. So one thing we looked at was similar businesses with similar business models. We looked at a dog walking app called WAG, and they send, every time you make an account, they send out a lockbox, and you put your key in there, and then you set the code, and then you give it to the worker. That adds another bit of insurance to the cleaner. Another thing we looked at was background checks. Before, the CEO was doing background checks personally, but obviously for nationwide, we cannot do that. So we made an agreement with a service called ProHub, which does background checks for us, and that's obviously helpful for nationwide. And another thing we looked at was insurance budgeting. The average customer would have a more expensive apartment, and so obviously we want to have better insurance so that they put them at ease. They don't have to worry about losing anything. We'll always pay them back. And then location security. That's a feature we want to add to the app. When you're heading to that person's house to clean it, you know when they get there, how far they're away, how long they're there, and when they leave. So there's nothing sketchy going on, and you know where they are. Another thing we looked at is text messaging. This is a feature that we're going to implement. We know that for a fact. We want them to be able to, if there's any questions or problems the walker has, they can talk to the customer and sort it out.
So with recurring cleaning, the customer is able to schedule a cleaner to come at least like once a day, once a week, once a month, and yeah. And so with more stable job scheduling, the cleaner knows that they have a job for the day or they have a job for that week. And then with discounted prices, with the reoccurring cleaning program, people who have that plan are able to have like cheaper prices for that cleaning. And then worker availability, there's always a worker that's able to work. I'm going to hand it off to Lily and Micah.
So one of the things that Wand had presented to us was their motto, 3 clicks to clean, which we wanted to emphasize in a web app prototype in order to show the usability of their company. So if you click on register as a cleaner, you have a very simple form to fill out to make it kind of easy for anyone to apply. And if you go down to the bottom, you will see a simple way to upload an image of your driver's license in order to ensure safety and background checks.
Hello, everybody. Let's get this mock-up party started. Okay. So, as discussed in our marketing strategy, we want to market towards people that organizations that provide services to people that can't clean themselves. So, for the elderly or the disabled. So we created this. This is our mock-up of the program, because people might have an organization won't have just one person that needs help to clean their home. They'll have several.
Good job, Juan. And good job, Foodie Now. And I'm going to pass the microphone over to somebody more qualified.
Hello, parents. First, I just want us all to commend all of the Liftoff 2 participants for their wonderful work with presenting the solutions for Foodie Now and Wand. You all have certainly surpassed all of the expectations that we had for you. Not only through your presentations, but through all of the experiences and the challenges that you were presented with the past 10 days. And being away from home for the first time, and I'm getting a little emotional. Sorry. I'm gonna take a minute, I'm sorry. Sorry.
As you can see, the children that you've known all of their lives, the children that we've had a chance to meet over the last 10 days, have become really, really special to us, and to everyone in the back of the room, and most importantly, to each other. And someone said it last night, yes, you got it. Someone said it last night that this has become a family. And when you think about it, they really have. They've had to depend on each other and learn from each other and grow with each other and work with each other, all different backgrounds and beliefs. And I think they've produced success. Wouldn't you agree? Like this is success. We are seeing success, and I don't know if we can say it enough. We couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you.
One thing that I would like to share is some of the things that the students shared with us that really provided the validation to us with not only what we're doing with Breach, but with this experience as a whole, is that they came in extremely comfortable in their comfort zones. However, throughout this entire experience, as I'm sure some of the parents could attest to, either your student is extremely shy and quiet and reserved, and they were all speaking today. Yeah. There are some students who were simply afraid to say their name the very first night during our breakout sessions with our icebreakers. And for that, I just commend them, because the amount of growth that has happened over the past 10 days, I've not witnessed sometimes in 4 years. So that alone is a testament to their dedication, their perseverance, their belief in themselves, and their will to move forward through any challenge that is thrown at them. All of them stepped outside of their comfort zone, and I'm just extremely proud, and I think I can speak for Ronnie, the staff, Foodie Now and Wand. I would say that, in my opinion, the solutions that they were able to put together in 10 days for startups that have, they currently exist and they are successful, is absolutely phenomenal.
We're excited about Liftoff 2019 and the cohort that many of you all participated in.
but we're really excited about something called Liftoff 2020. So, Liftoff 2020. If you thought we weren't crazy before, you know we are now. Instead of 20 students, we will see 40 students next year at 2 different universities for 10 days. I know, I'm stressed already.
We're here. You guys excited? How was this week? Awesome. Wow, that was whack. Okay, what's that? One second, hold on. What's going on? Okay. One last time. Hopefully this time they'll get it. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Whew. Okay. Come on, guys. How was this week? Much better. Well, hey, just one last time, I want to say congratulations for making it this week. Your presentations were unbelievable. They were crazy. It was in a camp like this for me years ago, back when I was young, last year. It began to spark, this idea of what's possible. And as Ronnie and Tiffany have designed this program and curriculum, it goes back to the idea that no matter what age you are, no matter where you're from, no matter who you are, everything you put your mind to can come to reality. So the biggest thing from this week is take all the room you had to ideate, to be a free thinker, to dream and to create. Don't leave it at this week. Take it tomorrow and keep going, keep pushing. I'm 21 now, and just last night or 2 nights ago, I ended up starting 2 more companies. Today I'll be investing in another business, right? And it's this idea of I never stop, I can never stop. And I want you all to take that from this campus. How do I keep going? How do I ideate more? How do I dream more? How do I create more and do that? And as a part of that, the cohort for 2019 starts next month in August. So make sure you check your emails to be a part of that cohort with Liftoff. We're going to continue that thinking, continue that ideation. But again, I want to say congratulations to all of you. You guys did it. Thank you, parents, for allowing them to be here. And I'll turn over to Ronnie or Tiffany for how we're getting out of here.
Hey guys, welcome back to one last vlog. We are just finishing up. We did our final presentation. It went well. There's lots of clapping. We realized that we won't be seeing each other anymore. It's gonna be kind of sad, but we still got cohorts. We got lots of social media to talk to each other. It's gonna be great. Kind of bittersweet, leaving, but still made great friends. It was a great experience. It's the final GoPro. I'm really happy that this happened, and I'm glad I got to be here. Please hire me. Microsoft, Google, Amazon, IBM. That's Intel. Bye. Hire.
Hi, my name is Divij. I go to Troy High School in California. In the Liftoff program, I look forward to making more friends.
Hi, my name is Nadia Owens. Looking forward to just having fun and finding new ways to benefit my community at Liftoff this summer.
Hi, my name is William Ma. I'm really excited for this Liftoff program, and I'm really excited to meet new people, to socialize and connect with others, and also, most importantly, innovate, explore technology, learn how to make that technology useful, create new ideas, and help make this world and our community a better place.
Okay, so my name is Ian Johnson.
Hi, I'm Tisha Reddy. What I'm looking forward to most during Liftoff is the opportunity to meet new people and explore the many career paths in STEM, as well as being able to use my creativity in the real-life situations.
Hi, I'm Alex Sebastianos. I'm looking forward to gaining new insight on how to grow my entrepreneurial endeavors and meet new people with similar mindsets.
My name is Jonathan Gloat, and I go to Diamond Bar High School in California. I'm most excited about this program because I can't wait to learn about how business is integrated into technology in the field of technology.
Hello, I'm Sid Burton. I'm 16. I'm homeschooled. I'm going to be in 11th grade next year. I'm looking forward to advice on business strategy.
Hi, my name is Shakira Christmas. What I'm looking to get out of this program is probably just to learn more about different STEM fields and to make more connections and friendships.
Hello, my name is Braden Register. One thing I am looking forward to in Liftoff is having my ideas and my voice heard.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and for Liftoff, I look forward to learning new things and meeting new people.
Hi, my name is Aditya Chandu. I hope to gain valuable experience about business and communication and how I can combine those to make good organizations that fight for noble causes.
Hello, my name is Kaylin Walton, and the reason I wanted to do Liftoff is because I feel like it was a great opportunity to meet new people that otherwise I probably would not have the chance more opportunity to meet.
My name is Eric Young. During camp, I'm most excited for using entrepreneurship to solve real-life world problems.
I'm Eric Bauer, and are you ready to lift off? Because I am.
Hi, I'm Maya Hines, a rising singer. In high school, I'm homeschooled. What I'm excited to learn from this experience is I'm excited to learn more about the business aspect of tech and connect to all my fellow kids.
Take it easy. Have a good one. Take care. I wonder if we still have some water. Oh. What you doing, man? Give me the camera.